Good timing, oh yes, great timing. You lucky devil, this is worth 18 submarines. Come on, Mama, let the good times roll.
Dude's got some death strike claws.
Dude, he did have some claws. I'm glad I didn't have to fight him. He would have fucking scratched up my pretty face.
Instead, he scratched up your pretty car.
Damn, it is. You know what? That car's not wholly mine.
It's just in one of the families.
From what I believe of the lore is
this
like
is a rental.
I'm sharing it with the families, so it's kind of like
your uncle lent you this car.
It's like, oh, he's not going to be happy about that.
Guys, you think this is gonna buff out? I can't have my dad know.
Well, I guess the next natural action is to be a little bit over dramatic about my car and maybe fall to my knees and cry about it a little bit.
Oh god! Which is totally acting.
That's
super cool.
Is that acting? Should I do a performance or just say that it happens?
Are you trying to do it?
Well, like I said, like it is kind of my duty right now to be like a little bit over the top. So I think I'll go do the acting, acting performance skill.
Yeah.
My modifier there is 9, so let's see.
Not that bad.
Just takes
a 6 on my D10 there. So what did I say? 15 total.
He just takes a rock for extra damage.
Just be a little crybaby about my car for a minute, like just.
Yeah, you are hamming this up.
Atreyu, I can't believe. Or wait, Artax. Artax is the name of the horse.
You stupid horse.
I like those Chinese ripoff figures of that they've made. I've seen pictures of where they remade that scene where it's just the kid.
Oh god,
that's
sick.
the bootleg
horse
figures
is
of
like
that.
half the horse just
right in the mud. Oh jeez.
Haven't I seen one where it's like the horses, they've got like different ones of the horse of different stages, so you can have it where it's like it's down to its legs, then down up, and then like then halfway up, then just down to like the neck and head.
Why is this a toy?
That one's cheaper because there's less horse models.
No, I think like it would come with like
it's all one set, so
you can like alternate it out.
Is this supposed to be a toy or a collectible? What the hell?
I think it's a bootleg toy.
How is it even a toy?
NRFB.
I need a horse dying.
Do not remove.
I don't know, but that's now making me think of the cosplayer that I've seen that's gone to cons that has done that, where he's dressed up as Atreyu and he has like a fake horse.
Oh, just one of those horse masks, probably, and just kind of like puts it on the ground.
It's a pretty good horse. He does. He just
pulls on the reins and cries.
He does.
Everyone cosplaying very horrific moments.
Yeah.
All right.
It's like the Uncle Ben one that just goes to cons and dies in front of Spider-Man.
Because you're bound to see a Spider-Man, so the rest of them just fall dead in front of
and there's always going to be a Deadpool there just to comment on it for some reason. Deadpool has to follow Spider-Man constantly.
So, you're crying a lot. It's
kind of irrelevant. Surely.
Pull out the megaphone.
He's making up a scene.
Pull out the megaphone.
Yes.
Do I have him? What are you
think
talking
more
about?
of a local theater crying performance. Not a Broadway performance, but
I was about to say, like we said, it wouldn't be too hard to begin with because at first I'd be like, actually, that is my own car, though.
I'm only half pretending here.
Like, I've been calling it a Thornton in my head because it's the only brand of car I remember from the lore.
But yeah, no, you're causing a little bit of a scene. I guess as you're doing that, and I assume you're like side-eyeing over towards the club. People at the club, like in line, are like looking at you and be like, "What the fuck is this guy?" Or like pulling out their agents and like
videotaping.
It's like this is going on my
crying about his car. Yeah. So great.
But that's about the most that you notice about the change of scene over there.
That's kind of the most thing. Like when my friends were telling me about the idea of like distracting, we were talking about like, well, the main idea is like whoever, if anybody, is like specifically job to watch the cameras. They'd be like watching that camera because it'd be the most interesting. They'd be like,
this guy, what the hell's going on?
Like, what a weirdo! What a dumbass over here! Like,
this little bitch crying. What the fuck happened?
Right, and like that was like the main point.
Mm-hmm.
Is that enough time passed, or should I do something else?
I don't know. How do you know if it's enough time passed?
Right. Like,
well
I guess it's up to you. Like they completed the hack, and like their intention was like as soon as they're done, like they come around and
I know that's basically as soon as we got ourselves disengaged from there and got myself hacked, I pretty much was like, all right, what do we do to like
probably text
get
him with the agent?
You either text me with the agent or peek around the corner of the building and like be like or whatever. I don't know, whatever it takes to know that like I can stop with the thing.
Just throw you a can tied to a string. Hey, you can stop now.
Tied to a string. What yours?
So I suppose that you blubber on just long enough to where even you feel like it's been an awkward amount of time, and then that's when how do you guys tell him?
That's a better idea than what I was thinking. But yeah, we can just send a message to the agent.
Yeah.
Okay. Just like text you. It's like.
So my phone goes cha-ching.
And you like look at it, you're like, oh, thank God. And then just immediately just stand up, just, all right, let's go.
Thank you all. You've been a lovely audience.
Gets in my car and drives away without drawing too much attention.
You never even got to talk to the guard.
He didn't care. I rolled horribly, apparently.
Yeah, he tried to.
I don't remember. It was a long time ago, but I believe it.
You did roll a crit.
Even though it was like, it was a crit fail?
Yeah, it was.
So, yeah.
That's hilarious, because like, I have the maxed out cool stat. And so it's like, you're the face man, go do the thing. And I'm like, what?
You were so uncool.
But it is like isn't it like a 10% chance to like critically fail?
Yeah.
So it's kind of high, but like, it's all right. It's higher than what we're normal to anyway. Consider like
normally it's a 5%.
Yeah, from D20 systems, it's like but even a 2 is like a practical fail.
I posted in the Discord and Dusty's performance act, that really old soap opera scene where the girl hangs herself. You can see it in the Discord.
Okay. Can you let them back inside?
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
Yeah. So you guys regroup, converse, I guess, however you want to regroup. What's going on?
Reconvene.
Right, like I'll drive around the corner and pick them up in the alley.
If that's what you're doing.
Sure.
I will believe you.
Like, that sounds valid.
Okay.
All right.
You pick us back up.
We get in. You probably see that, like,
I see scorch marks on
Yeah, you can see like fresh, like part of her clothes is like it has singed and shit. She's got like fresh, like first degree burns on her neck. Like, don't worry about it. But I got our names in, at least. I'm done.
What the fuck happened to your car?
Car? Where are we?
We're in the car.
He said
What?
he picked you guys up at the alley.
Man,
I
this
know, she can't
fucking
pay.
Punto in the street uses his demon claws to scratch the fuck out of my hatchback.
Nothing like a Subaru hatchback.
Hopefully, I did my best. Hopefully, I kept the eyes off you guys. You said you got our names on the list, so it sounds like we're in for a party tonight.
What did you just say?
What?
You got our names on the list.
Yeah, you got our names on the list, right?
I heard, hopefully you got an Amazon list.
Oh, sorry. No, yeah, hopefully. Hopefully you got our names on the list.
We need the expedited
I
ship.
managed to get our names on the list.
Oh, we're
thankfully.
Prime members now.
Best I could say before they end up clearing, that would probably be at most 24 hours.
Okay.
But,
and the guy's going to be there tonight.
Yeah, him and his girlfriend Ladasha, who's one fine bitch, if I don't mind saying. I follow her on Instagram or whatever the equivalent is in this lore. Although the internet, like from like as far as the game shows, is like super like old school and limited. Like you go to a page and it's just like, you know how like web pages looked in the 90s, where it's just like bland text on like a plain background. It's,
The fanciest thing were people MySpace's pages.
dude, MySpace is so rad. I remember pimping mine out with like the music and the animated backgrounds and shit. People fighting for them top 8 spaces.
It got me started in programming because it was like, oh, HTML and CSS, I can learn this, and then I moved on to other things, better things.
All right.
So we cruise around listening to music. It's what did we do? We had breakfast together, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
And then we did this.
Wait, then you wasted some time.
Yep,
then,
I ate all your kibble because you guys spent the whole day watching YouTube.
Yes,
Yeah.
I remember that. We did spend several hours.
Yeah.
Well, wait, I remember we joked that it was several more hours than it actually was.
No, you guys spent a lot of time on
But
that.
it was a
But
significant
yes.
amount of time. But we said it was like 6 hours when it was like less than 6 hours.
Dusty spent X amount of time watching old wrestling clips, and Steve spent X amount of time watching nail tutorials from Ladash's channel.
Uh-huh.
They went.
They were on point, and she's got to figure out how to get them
gathering
just
intel.
right.
Yeah, they went to go gather intel on them and actually try to do real research, and then immediately got distracted.
So,
by
so the
idiots.
point is, we do have like a few hours, right? Like a couple hours before it's like evening time, or
a
something like
couple.
Yeah.
so like.
Enough time to formulate a plan.
Mm.
Okay, so we want to go laid back with the first attempt. How many days do we have? 4 days?
4 or 5.
Okay.
Right, we got time. We know some of his like usual places.
Oh, I think we only know this, right?
I thought we had like a list of his 3 main places, and we knew specifically where he would be tonight. Because I remember there being more than one location that we knew. But this is
Oh yeah, like 2. Yeah, we know like 2 nightclubs and 1 restaurant that he regularly goes to.
But you don't know when he goes to them.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
We
Like,
just
we have
found out
3
where he was going to
locations,
be when.
One
tonight.
time and location. And then we always have the chance to like possibly tell them later. But like obviously we don't want to just. I don't want to speak for the group really, but obviously we're not trying to kill him. Like
No,
we're not trying to
but
fight
we are
him.
trying to
We're not trying to fight his girlfriend. And like we said, we have all week. We could look for information instead of doing anything drastic. Do we want to
True, but I'm-
contact? Sorry,
Lemon?
your son over. He's a little
Good
flat
thing it's
now.
closed.
Because I tell you what, we can watch him tonight. I got no problem watching. Usually, it's better than actually having to be in the fight. But
You like watching? Sorry.
oh, we don't need to get into that, little boy.
Little boy, I'm like.
And compared to her,
Yeah, you're pretty small.
I was thinking more like age. I was
Nah, she's your babushka.
the babushka lady. Are we gonna contact Lemon?
well,
need to?
I'm more thinking on the idea of like, look, part of this whole thing is to put on a show.
If we hype it up, more money, more advertisement. It suits us everybody, right?
And I've been thinking of the idea of having Lemon come in here, and during this. And what if the 2 fighters just happen to see each other? Who knows what could happen with that?
Maybe it'll
Maybe they-
reveal more opportunities than we have now. Maybe
Stir
we'll-
shit up.
Yeah, we stir the pot and we'll see more of the ingredients.
Mhm.
If you follow my, I cannot speak literal. I can
Everything
only
is a metaphor.
I can only speak in metaphor. It
feels-
feels like because I'm really bad at specifics.
I felt like
but
they could go like this is a rival situation or just a really gay setup for like a blind date.
I kind of wish one of us was a media now, thinking about like the plot of the story in general being about like famous wrestlers and
Yeah.
like a media would do us really well
What?
with this particular.
Point that at you.
That's
Yeah, no. It's funny to me that like half of what your guys' ideas of tonight have been like, man, it would be great if we could really get a story out there and do this. But before that, when I tried to explain to you how the game's played, all of you looked at me and went, when would this ever be useful? Why would we ever? Why would anyone
We're in
play
our
this?
murder hobo head states.
Like,
We only know D&D and barbarians.
Every one of you asked, what would you even use a media for? Who would play that? And I'm like, you could do this, you could do this.
If your game is specifically attacking the character of famous people, then yeah, media becomes super specific.
I was like, oh yeah, you could like dig up dirt on corporations, use that for blackmail, and this and that. And all of you were like, that's fucking useless. And
It's
this
a very
whole- this-
unconventional tabletop kind of game because we're so used to be like point and destroy You know what I'm saying? Like instead of
well, there's a
problem solving at a higher level.
There's a ton of avenues you could take. It's just funny to me that this whole session has been like, man, it would be really great if we could, get some cameras on these people right now. Just
it really fits your DM style too. Like to create a problem, let the people solve it. Like
that's a lot of good styles.
Like
for it.
Really open-ended kind of.
Because the main thing that
doesn't have to be.
Yeah, because the main thing that Alex is thinking about is like, look, if we get hyped for this, people are going to come for, and people, whole people are going to come for this show. That's going to add for much more odds. And if we know who we're going to make the winner, I know who I'm putting my money on.
Well, it's only if the odds are for like the other way around. What were you saying, Will?
Oh, I think I was going to make a joke, but I lost it. Oh.
Damn.
No, the only thing about bringing Lemon in is how do we work around
her being on the list?
No, you talking to him.
Oh, we could talk to him separate, right? Couldn't we?
Well, do you talk to him and then Lemon comes in? They get pissed off.
Oh, you know what crossed my mind the other day is that I would go talk to him. I'm super fan, right? She comes up, or he or she, Lemon comes up and is like, "Oh, super fan and enemy. Fuck that." Right? Gets get jealous or angry or kind of and it's like, "Hey, you should follow me," or you should like my story, or fuck you, or fuck this guy.
Wait, is there beef between my character and your character?
No, but between your character and Mario.
Why does Mario hate me? We're just supposed to schedule a fight. Do I already know him?
You guys don't have to personally hate each other so much as like UFC fighters or any kind of fight box. It's to hype up the match. You just but I hate you because
I didn't know if it was like real hate or fake hate, because I'm like, I didn't know if my character actually knew Mario or not, other than just like, yeah, we're supposed to fight later.
Hey Nux, how about a wild idea?
Do they have a history together? Or
so you're new enough that you haven't made it into his level,
okay.
But you know of him. Like everybody that's in your federation,
that's fine.
know, because it's not that large.
I don't know what I did to Mario.
So to him, you're the noob that's hungry for his belt.
Because if I did something, it's pretty in character for my guy to forget he did stuff to people.
Yeah, and your guy, your guy's very aloof. So like, you probably have no beef with Mario. How Mario interacts with you is yet to be seen. It just depends on what he thinks about it.
It'd be like, oh shit.
Hey, if we're gonna be planning this involving our client friend, you think maybe we should actually call him in let him know what we're planning on?
My guy's already there, two-stepping.
Yeah, I think if we call him in, it'd be a good chance to. I mean, as a wrestling fan myself, I can't wait to be like, yes, please get those
absolutely
two people in the same place. Especially since I can actually get into this club tonight. I'd personally love to see the two of them, and then I might get an autograph. Don't ask me which one. So yeah, I'd love to see Lemon and Mario.